best and brightest local high school teams compete in a tournament of knowledge for a trip to Europe on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids. We're at the start of our 8th season, our 4th game of the first round, and we have 2 terrific teams. And I don't like to play favorites, but we are playing with the team with my favorite mascot of all, the Crystal Springs Uplands Griffins. And from Palo Alto, they're playing the Gunn Titans. So let's start right away with the collaboration round. That would make a great Ray Harryhausen movie, you know, with the Titans battling the Griffins, that kind of thing, with that stop motion. And well, never mind. Welcome, teams. In this first round, you will be playing as a team, gentlemen. I will ask you a question, give you a few seconds to collaborate, and if your captain, Don or David, gives me the answer you think is correct, you will earn 10 points for your team. If you do not give me the correct answer, I will allow the other team time to collaborate and possibly steal away those points. Question by question, we will go through the first round until the buzzer signals the end. Good luck to both teams. Crystal Springs Uplands, you get the first question. The Broncos versus the Raiders and the Cowboys versus the Redskins have been the most common pairing, each occurring 14 times in its history. Dennis Miller, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell, Al Michaels, and John Madden have all been commentators on what primetime sports program?
Monday Night Football?
That's right, for 10 points. In the original 1603 folio of a version now known as the Bad Quarto, has the famous soliloquy reading, "I, there's the point," instead of, "that is the question." Marcellus, Osric, Horatio, Gertrude, Guildenstern, Polonius, and Ophelia are characters in what Shakespearean play about a prince of Denmark? I might as well spell it for you.
Hamlet.
Yes, Hamlet for 10 points. I don't do this very well, but I'm going to try. He has a pet named K9 and was given the name Commander X2 in 1952. He dresses like a Roman soldier with white tennis shoes and yearns to destroy our planet via the Iridium PU-36 explosive space modulator. Who is this character that Chuck Jones replaced Yosemite Sam with as a more legitimate foe for Bugs Bunny?
Marvin the Martian.
That's right! I know it was the words that gave it to you, but I tried. By 1519, this country's capital was the most populous city in the world, with over 350,000 people. In 1848, what country gave up 525,000 square miles by the terms of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, a region including all of California?
Mexico.
That is right, for 10 points. It translates as City of Victory, but its name derives from the Arabic word for the planet Mars. The first settlement there was a Roman fort built in 150 AD called Babylon Fort. The City of the Dead, a cemetery complex home to over 1 million squatters, is found in what city on the Nile that is the capital of Egypt?
Cairo.
That is correct, for 10 points. A Canadian by birth, he knew he wanted to be a writer after reading Uncle Tom's Cabin, though his degree was in anthropology, not English. Who wrote a 1944 novel about a dispirited young American waiting to be inducted into the Army called Dangling Man, as well as Seize the Day and Herzog?
No. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Don't know? You can steal.
What do you think?
Ernest Hemingway?
Nope, Saul Bellow.
Oh.
Next question. Though remembered as a usurper, his heritage went through the royal houses of England, France, and the Holy Roman Empire. What man who led the Ironsides cavalry and the New Model Army during the English Civil War became Britain's Lord Protector in 1653?
Oliver Cromwell.
Correct, for 10 points. Most of these reactions were identified during and after the time of Anna Freud. Rationalization, sublimation, displacement, reaction formation, and denial are among what mechanisms used by the ego to protect itself from the id?
Coping mechanisms?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Superego?
No, after 68 years of therapy, I know defense mechanisms. That signals the end of the round. The score, Gunn 20. Crystal Springs in the lead with 40 points. We will find out the defense mechanism of every one of these gentlemen when we return. Welcome back. Every week I advise our audiences out there in TV land to call our number at 650-637-1936 and order tickets for future live taping. So imagine my joy when a true live celebrity called that number so that he could be at today's show. Not only that, but he got his start here on Quiz Kids. 4 years of Quiz Kids during his tenure at Crystal Springs Uplands High School. World champion Rubik's Cube practitioner and a star of the national reality series Beauty and the Geek that aired last year on the WB. Welcome our own Tyson Mao. Tyson, you look stunning. I can't believe you didn't win. My gosh. Well, we're going to say hi to the present Crystal Springs Uplands team and Captain Don Stemple. Don, welcome. You're a senior, so this, I guess, is going to be your last year.
It will be.
But you've been involved a lot in drama.
I have, yes.
Are you going to do that afterwards, you think?
I very much hope so. I hope that wherever I end up has a stunning drama program, and I expect it will. Or if not, I will make it stunning.
You will make it stunning, of course. You must be doing a show right now.
I am. Right now, Crystal Springs is doing The Diary of Anne Frank.
Wow.
Which
classic.
opens very soon, actually, on November 9th.
Yeah, very soon from this taping date. So, and what are you playing?
I will be playing Mr. Frank.
So you must have to kind of gray your hair, look a little older, a little more careworn with the Nazis pounding at your door.
It's all on the inside, though.
All on the inside. All right. Yeah, well, good for you. Well, break a leg on that show.
Thank you very much.
Sean Spielberg.
Yes.
What connection with the famous director? What connection do you have?
Can't tell whether I should lie or tell the truth.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's it.
Lie. No, he's your brother. All right. You're very involved in JSA, Junior Statesmen of America.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you were there this morning?
Yeah, they
Right.
had a mini convention in San Francisco.
Okay.
We debated issues like the U.S.'s role in Lebanon and universal health care.
And what did you have to say at this conference about that?
I raised my hand, but they didn't call on me. So nothing.
Like a junior senator, you know. Well, good luck to you with your future meets and going up to Sacramento. I'm sure you'll have a great time meeting great people.
Thank you.
Sam Dulick, you're a sophomore.
Yes.
And you are a very political person. I said to you earlier, that's kind of rare in a 10th grader. You find a lot of apolitical high school students, but you've been involved for some time.
Yes,
What are some of the things you've done?
I worked on the Wesley for Governor campaign, and this past summer I interned with my state assembly member.
Wow. And I asked you if you want to be a politician, and you said?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh. So you want to make any kind of stump speech now, or do you want to save that for a future date?
I'll save that for a
Future date, all right. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Wells Wadley. And we welcome the Gunn High School Titans Captain David Brown. You're a junior, and what a brave thing. You spent the summer in Israel.
Yes, I did.
You showed up, your timing is perfect. 2 days later, war. What was that like? That must have been very tense for you.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Like, we were in a room at night listening to some guy perform music for us, and then the director of our program came on the stage and says, I don't mean to worry you guys, but you have 7 minutes to pack up all your stuff and leave, and we headed to the south. So it was pretty intense.
Yeah. Wow, I mean, at least you had information, I guess, that none of us had. We'll have to talk about that some other time, but wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Adventurous summer. Kevin Chung, you have also had an adventurous summer, taking part in a bowling league.
That's correct.
Yeah, you're a bowler.
Yes, I have. I was league champion back in 2005 for the Pallet Bowl, and I also placed in the top 10 at a state tournament over in the East Bay about 2 years ago, so I do enjoy bowling as a hobby.
Wow, this is not something that a lot of young people take part in.
Well, my school is not directly involved in it, but we do have a lot of people that
who are
also
bowlers.
That's correct.
Right, and your coach told me he's an old Hoosier, and they're very popular back there.
Yeah, not particularly in this state, but yeah, over in Indiana.
So you're bringing a little Indiana to California.
That's correct.
That may be good. That may be good. That's all I'll say. I don't make anything of it. Good luck to you with your bowling.
Thank you.
Philip Wu, you have a very interesting project that you're doing on the web right now.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about Sketchy Morris.
Okay, Sketchy Morris is a web comic that I started about 4 months ago. It's just about a person in a cartoon world with his adventures and misadventures. I've drawn a couple of comics now, and there are several strips coming each month.
Well, let me give you some hits here. If people want to check out Sketchy Morris, they should go to www.sketchymorris.com. I'm going to do that after the show.
Good.
Good luck to you. Give a big hand to your coach, Heather Mellows. And I don't know if he'd make a great cartoon, but something about him is sketchy. Our judge, Frank Saboti. We will be right back with the lightning round. Don't go away. Let's play the lightning round. Sam, Sean, Don, David, Kevin, Philip, this is what you need to do. Put your hands on your buzzers. I will ask a series of 10-point questions. First man to buzz in gets to answer for his team. Give me the right answer, you'll score those points. If you give me an incorrect answer, the other team will be allowed to collaborate and possibly steal those points away. If you buzz in before I complete a question, you'll have to answer with the information you've heard. Get it wrong, I will complete the question for the other team. It's 40-20, close game. Good luck to both teams. Here's the first question. Its name is an Ojibwe word meaning father of rivers. Which rivers Atchafalaya distributary carries some of its water that originated in Lake Itasca past Morgan City to the Gulf of Mexico? Kevin.
Mississippi.
That is right. In short, it addressed the issue of whether Congress could, after the fact, change the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. What 1803 Supreme Court case overturned the 1801 Judiciary Act? Thereby, yes, Sean.
Marbury versus Madison.
Correct. Hard-throwing left-handers Francisco Liberiano and Johan Santana and catcher Joe Mauer play for what American League Central team whose home is the Metrodome? We're all fans of them, the Minnesota Twins. He and his wife, a French Moroccan named Jean-Claude, met when he was commissioned to paint her mother's picture. What Bulgarian artist sells preliminary drawings to fund large-scale projects such as Wrapped Reichstag in Berlin and The Gates in Central Park? It's Christo. Walter Mueller improved on what device named after his PhD advisor that indicates ionizing radiation by emitting an audible click? Philip.
Geiger counter?
That's right. A lawyer turned author, many of his works sought to juxtapose characters from different worlds, usually the old, or Europe, and the new, the United States. What author who wrote about Catherine Sloper in Washington Square is better known for a novel about Isabel Archer called The Portrait of a Lady? Don.
Henry James.
Say again?
Henry James.
That is correct. For the Eastern Orthodox, this period is called the Nativity Fast or Christmas Lent. What period's name is derived from the Latin for coming, and in the Catholic Church starts on the fourth Sunday preceding Christmas? Sean.
Nativity?
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
Advent.
That is right. Transpirational pull and root pressure are the two phenomena that cause sap to flow in them. What form of vascular tissue? Yes, Kevin.
Xylem.
That is right. Thank you. I didn't understand any of those words later on. Among those who fled with him included his trumpeter Maecenas, his friends Acmon and Sergestus, and his son Ascanius. What son of Venus and Anchises romances the queen of Carthage while leading the Trojans to Italy in the Virgil epic named for him? David.
Aeneid.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. You can steal.
Ulysses?
No, Aeneid is the epic, Aeneas is the hero. If you're quite the enthusiast, you can attend the conference for their official society, the FIAV. Vexillology is the study of what objects, whose ranks include the French tricolor, the Union Jack. David?
Flags.
Correct. He was fond of sports despite losing 2 fingers when he and some friends broke into a Red Army supply depot and tried to dissect grenades. What kind of sport is that? Who spoke from the turret of a tank during the 1991 attempted coup before presiding over the dissolution of the USSR as the first president of Russia? Yes, Sean?
Boris Yeltsin.
Correct. Mark Twain, I'm sorry, I'm all right, correctly predicted he would die in 1910, thereby going out with what comet that will next, yes, David?
Halley's.
There is only one comet, isn't there? Yeah, I mean. 7 years after it occurred, John Altgeld pardoned 3 men convicted of inciting what riot of May 4th, 1886, that took place in the Chicago Square? Yes, Kevin?
Haymarket riots?
That is right. Can I accept that? Yes. It is said that he is the most frequently performed dramatist in the world after Shakespeare, despite little early success with plays like Catalina and The Burial Mound. What playwright causes...
Ibsen.
That is right. That's the end of the second round. Let's look at the score. It's close. Crystal Springs has 80. Gunn has now taken the lead with 90 points. We'll be back with the final round. Don't go away. Let's play the Extreme Lightning Round. 10 points separate our teams. Point values are doubled. Good luck. It is approximately 6 on the list of oldest inhabited cities in the world. What city that served as capital for the biblical Hazael, the Umayyad Caliphs, Saladin, and President Hafez al-Assad is the... Yes, Philip?
Baghdad?
No, I'm sorry. Is the capital of Syria.
Damascus.
Damascus is right. How exciting. Dante is said to be the poet mentioned in the original title of what contemplative bronze work intended for the gates of hell by Auguste Rodin? Yes, David?
The Thinker.
That's right. Roy Plunkett, a DuPont chemist, developed what thermoplastic polymer with chemical name polytetrafluoroethylene that is used in nonstick... Yes, Kevin?
Teflon.
Right. A popular movie about this man starred Cedric Hardwicke alongside Spencer Tracy, who played the man who found him in the town of Ujiji. What first European to see Victoria Falls also... Yes, David?
Livingstone.
That is right. What author who wrote about Undine Spragg and the custom of the country also wrote...
Edith Wharton.
That is right. Detroit Lions owner William Clay and Stagecoach director John share what surname with Model T developer Henry? David?
Ford.
Right. He tries his hand at stand-up comedy and writes for several magazines, notably Esquire. He has worked with Kanye West and is better...
Chuck Klosterman.
No, I'm sorry, and is better known as a rock guitarist and singer. His album Heavier Things reached #1 on the charts, whose most recent album is titled Continuum.
John Mayer?
Yeah. 2 years leading the Allahabad Municipal Corporation was what man's only government experience before becoming the first Prime Minister of India? Yes, Sam?
Nehru.
That's right. Confusion. Listen, Sam, confusion is a key symptom of the mildest grade of what form of injury in which cerebrospinal fluid fails to absorb the impact of a... Yes, Philip?
Concussion?
Right. In Islamic theology, what man stood on 1 foot for 200 years on a mountain in Sri Lanka to expiate the sin he committed in the Garden of Eden?
Adam.
That's right. From Latin for bay, what function equals the imaginary part of e to the ix, 1 over the cosecant, and the ratio of the opposite side and hypotenuse of a right triangle? David?
Sine.
Right. While known for his writing, he made significant contributions to the study of butterflies and created many chess problems. What author whose Russian novels include Mary and the Gift is better known for English language works like Pale Fire and Lolita? Yeah, David?
Nabokov.
Yes. Fascinating rhythm, you got me on the go. He and his brother Ira collaborate. Yes, David?
George Gershwin.
Correct. The Fata Morgana mirage that elevates distant objects is caused by what phenomenon in which light waves moving between warm and cold air are bent? David?
Refraction.
Correct. What distance is traveled by Ned Land and Pierre Aronnax aboard the electrically powered Nautilus submarine in a Jules Verne novel? Yes, Philip.
20,000 leagues.
Right. In 1864, Union General Benjamin Butler appointed her lady in charge of the hospitals at the front of the army of the... Yes, Sam.
Clara Barton.
Right. The Gulf of Bothnia and Gulf of Finland are arms of which larger sea bordering Sweden and its namesake... Yes, Kevin.
The North Sea.
Nope. And its namesake republics of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania.
Baltic Sea.
Right. Operation Hotel Martyrs was the Jordanian code name for the June 2006 military strike that killed which leader of Al-Qaeda in Iraq? Yes.
Zarqawi?
That's right. 1 minute to go. William Caxton published 2 editions of this man's most famous work in 1478 and 1483. What poet who wrote the Book of the Duchess to commemorate the death of Blanche, Duchess of Lancaster, is better known for the Canterbury Tales? Don.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
That's right. Its founders took a $5 correspondence course from Penn State, then founded their company in a renovated gas station in Burlington, Vermont in 1978. They launched a campaign called Yes, David.
Ben & Jerry's.
Right. Lord North resigned when he heard of the surrender of Charles Cornwallis in what battle on a... Yes, Sam.
Yorktown.
Right. What Swiss-born athlete defeated Rafael Nadal in... Yes. Kevin.
Roger Federer.
Right. A tetrahedral bond network between carbon atoms is the underlying structure of what mineral notable... Yes, Philip.
Diamond.
Right. That's the end of the game. 3-7 Gunn wins. Congratulations. Join us next week when Menlo Atherton plays Half Moon Bay. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, folks. Okay, guys.
The following underwriters helped to make this program possible: AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, Samtrans, and Fisher Investments. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support provided by these Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.